Good afternoon on this Memorial Day. I'm Dana Tyler with the CBS2 News Update. Today, the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum on Manhattan's West Side commemorated Memorial Day with a ceremony for the men and women who served in the armed forces, giving their lives for our country. Active members and veterans unfurled a 100-foot American flag and tossed wreaths into the Hudson River. The ceremony concluded with a military flyover. The Intrepid Museum will remain open for public tours through 6 this evening. A solemn moment at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia as President Trump marked Memorial Day at the tomb of the unknown soldier. The president laid a wreath and then spoke of the fallen, whom Mr. Trump said died so that freedom could live.
They came from every generation, from towering cities and windswept prairies, from privilege and from poverty. They were generals and privates, captains and corporals of every race, color, and of every creed.
The commander-in-chief drew criticism earlier today for part of a tweet he wrote, quote, "Those who died for our great country would be very happy and proud at how well our country is doing today." We found moments of quiet reflection at the Long Island National Cemetery in Farmingdale. Families laid flowers on graves marked with American flags, every one of them with a flag. We met siblings whose father and grandfather died fighting in separate wars. We'll bring you this family's story a little later this afternoon. For another Long Island family, this is the first Memorial Day without a loved one, a husband and father who served in the military overseas and in his community as a firefighter. CBS2's Jenna DeAngelis has more from Commac.
Memorial Day is a solemn day, a day to remember those who gave it all for our freedom. Here in Commac, it's the first without one of their own, FDNY Lieutenant Christopher Raguso.
I don't think there are enough words to describe how quite amazing he was. He was a teacher, a firefighter. He was in the Air Force not only as a firefighter, but as a flight engineer on the Pavehawks.
Christopher Raguso died in a helicopter crash in Iraq in March while serving with the New York Air National Guard, leaving behind 2 daughters and his wife Carmela, who says he was a true patriot.
And he always said, "Carm, if I don't go there, it will come here, and everyone I love is here, so I have to keep it there, and if I don't go, who will?"
Today, they're marching for him and all the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice. Daughter Eva walking alongside his fire department family, wearing camouflage, her family name near her heart. Little Mila with the Girl Scouts, proudly carrying her father's picture.
And I just tell them, Daddy was a hero. Daddy died saving people's lives. Daddy loved his job. Daddy died happy because he knew that what he was doing was for all of us.
His wife doesn't want to be sad today, but proud, because Chris, like the rest of our armed forces, was truly proud to serve.
He died so that they could have it all, so that we could have it all as a family, and I owe it to him to keep going.
His wife says she encourages people to enjoy the day with family and friends, but asks you take time to remember what Memorial Day is truly about. In Commac, Long Island, Jenna DeAngelis, CBS2 News.
Many NFL teams are tweeting tributes this Memorial Day, including the New York Jets, and that team is getting some backlash as people debate the Jets' decision to reimburse players fined by the NFL for kneeling during the national anthem. Our Jennifer McLogan has another outspoken critic of gangrene.
I'm Jennifer McLogan in New York Jets country with Congressman Peter King, who's raising eyebrows with his message for Jets management.
My message to Jets management is if they don't stop their policy of reimbursing those who violate our flag, who so disrespect the American flag. And today, so many people told me they're no longer Jets fans. They've had it. It's goodbye, Jets.
We'll have more throughout the day on CBS. I'm Jennifer McLogan in Massapequa Park.
NFL players started kneeling 2 years ago to protest police brutality against minorities. The Jets CEO says he will support his players and work to, quote, constructively advance social justice issues that are important to us. More bear sightings in the suburbs over the weekend. This time, a mother and her 3 cubs were spotted rummaging through garbage cans and roaming the streets of Sloatsburg in Rockland County. Police say the family disappeared into a wooded area shortly afterward, but people are being warned to remain alert. You just never know. Here's John Elliott with a look at the weather this Memorial Day.
Well, hello, everybody. On this Memorial Day Monday, we definitely had our share of gray to start the day, seeing a little hint of sun. Definitely north and west sooner. We'll try to break through to get you up closer to normal. The normal high this time of the year, 74. We'll try to get to around 73. Hey, overnight tonight, fog's going to be an issue. And then it's hot. It's humid on your Tuesday. Storms in the afternoon. Wednesday could see a few passing showers. Better chance Thursday and Friday.
Thank you, John. The FBI with a consumer alert to reboot your home computer. The FBI says Russian hackers have developed malware infecting hundreds of thousands of routers. They believe hackers could be collecting data and blocking network traffic. The Bureau says the solutions are fairly easy. Anybody with a home or small office router should just turn it off and then turn it back on. Former President George H.W. Bush is spending Memorial Day in the hospital. Mr. Bush, who moved to the family's summer home in Kennebunkport, Maine, was taken in for low blood pressure and fatigue. Yesterday, he went in. Saturday, these are the pictures you're seeing. The former Navy pilot visited with veterans at a pancake breakfast in Kennebunkport. The 93-year-old was hospitalized in Texas a day after his wife's death for an infection that spread to his blood. He also suffers from a form of Parkinson's disease and has had repeated bouts with pneumonia. The Indiana middle school teacher who took a bullet while stopping a school shooting says he had to try to save his students. Jason Seaman spoke publicly for the first time since the shooting on Friday. Police say a student opened fire inside Seaman's classroom at the Noblesville West Middle School that's in a town outside Indianapolis. The 13-year-old student, Ella Whistler, was shot. So was Seaman as he tackled the gunman and disarmed him.
My actions on that day, in my mind, were the only acceptable actions I could have done given the circumstances. I deeply care for my students and their well-being, so that is why I did what I did that day.
Seaman says he wants the public to focus on the wounded student who remains hospitalized. The accused shooter is in police custody. Wait till you see the incredible rescue caught on camera in France. A man scaled the outside of a Paris apartment building to get to a boy who was about to fall from a 4th-floor balcony. The boy clinging to a railing as the man pulled himself up, balcony by balcony. It all took less than a minute, and the man has been nicknamed Spider-Man. It also turns out the rescuer is an illegal immigrant from Mali. President Emmanuel Macron met with him and said the hero will get residence papers to live in France. What a story. That's your CBS2 News Update. Stay with us online, on social media, and on TV for the very latest. I'm Dana Tyler. See you later today for more Memorial Day tributes on CBS2 News at 6.